Does this sound familiar? I spent so much money on this monitor. It doesn't even look good. I thought this was supposed to be 4K. I've set it up to 4K, but clearly doesn't look 4K. And I'm not even getting the full frame. Just like, I thought this was a 180 Hz monitor. My GPU is more than capable. If not, maybe my GPU is dying. Maybe the monitor is bad. Or this. Bro, I'm not even playing. Why is this cutting off, man? Why is it cutting off in the character selection screen? I think my GPU is completely cooked now. Or is it my motherboard? No idea, man. This is gonna be so expensive to fix. Frequent black screens, flickering, low resolutions, low refresh rates, slow data transfer speeds. These issues aren't always your expensive gear, although your anxious mind does make you think that it might as well be because we're programmed to look for the worst case situation possible in the scenario. But maybe it's just time for us to take a quick step back, relax, and maybe look at your cables. So entertaining. We're going to talk about cables. I'm fixing the two most common and the most frustrating issues that are caused by cables, and I'm pretty sure you've probably gone through one of these before and scratched your head about it. And we're going to be fixing these using two overly engineered cables sent to me by Silkland. Yes, they did send the cables out to me, but that in no way affects my opinion about these cables. Besides, it's just cables, there's not much to say. But we'll keep this quick as we can, make this video, get you educated, and get out of your hair. Cool. Let's get subscribed. Let's solve a gamer's worst nightmare first. I'm talking random black screens, slow refresh rates, although your connection and your GPU and your entire PC might as well just be top of the line. You've already checked everything, you've troubleshot everything, you know it's not your GPU, you know it's not your CPU, but it might as well just be your cable. Here's what's happening. Your shiny HDMI or DP cable is gold plated and it says that it's 8K ready. But just because it says it's 8K ready, doesn't mean that it is actually 8K ready. Yes, it might be able to handle the 8K signal for a little bit of time, but it only works until it doesn't. Besides, the gold plating is more to do with durability and not signal. There hasn't really been anything conclusive about having gold-plated connectors. If it doesn't have a certification, it's meaningless. Without a proper VESA certification, there's no guarantee that your cable can handle the refresh rate or the resolution that it promises. The connection with such cables is usually unstable, which means it cannot maintain a particular kind of signal. And if it can't maintain that kind of signal, guess what? It results in flickering and blackouts. While DP cables are still the most superior form of connection from your GPU to your monitor, the marketplaces out there are full of lies and scams. Even the most expensive DP cable can tell you that it's ready for the latest and greatest and ready for everything and anything you can throw at it, but without a proper VESA certification, all these claims are absolutely useless and meaningless. VESA, or Video Electric Standards Association, are the people who not only made the standards for what a proper spec, in this case your cables, should be, but they're also the ones who test and certify the performance from vendors like Silkland. What this means for you is no more empty promises, and what you see is exactly what you get. I recently picked up this monitor and I was still stuck using the DP cable that I did with my previous monitor. Now on my previous monitor, this cable worked just fine because that monitor was a 4K 60Hz monitor and this delivered the signal perfectly fine. I never had any issues with it. I used that monitor for about 3 years of my life and it never broke a sweat. But then the moment I plugged this thing into that monitor, yeah, I started getting all of these problems. Blackouts during games, blackouts literally on the windows, and I could not go past 100 Hz refresh rate using this data cable. Although the original listing for this mentioned that it could hold up to 8K 60 or super high refresh rates at 4K, but it gave up on me. And I too was scratching my head about the GPU, CPU, perhaps even the motherboard being the problem, but turns out it was just that. And coincidentally, this is a wild coincidence, the moment I started having these issues, Silkland came out to me with the opportunity to collab on a couple of cables. And that is exactly what I needed. So hey, if anything, this is tried and tested. The cable that I have currently plugged into my monitor is the Silkland DP 2.1 cable that supports 80 gigabits per second of bandwidth, which means you can run resolutions up to 8K 240Hz and 4K at 960Hz, which is crazy. Now these numbers do sound a little bit mad, not only because they are, but also because of the fact that this cable is VESA certified. So this cable, at the very least, has to land on the numbers that have been promised to you. If you've ever spent 50 quid on a gold-plated cable, try spending 15 on a VESA certified cable. You'll have a night and day difference, and you'll thank your wallet. Well, your wallet will thank you. You can physically see the heft in the cable. It's substantially thicker than the cables that promised 8K 60Hz, and it is also much better put together with the way it's braided. Although this cable is also braided, but that one just feels more robust. It's so much more densely packed. It feels heavy, it feels like it's carrying a lot of signal compared to this at the very least. But what about problem number 2? When your single cable has to carry the heft of everything. Your display output, data transfer speeds, charging speeds, resolution, refresh rate, everything. But instead, it makes you feel a bit more compromised. This, my friends, is the USB-C dilemma. You plug in a USB-C cable into your laptop, then into your monitor, expecting a smooth, dreamy, clean desk setup. But instead, all you get is a bunch of headaches. Slow data transfer speeds, stupid resolution, never actually working properly, dropping refresh rate. It just does not feel smooth. But Silkland's USB-C cable here stands out as it delivers on every promise that it ever made. Not only is it just as well made as the other cable that I just showed you, being fully braided and tough, but it is also USB 4 certified for Thunderbolt 5, which means transfers up to 8 gigabit per second and bandwidth of up to 120 gigabits per second, which means you can actually run a dedicated 16K monitor or dual 8K 60Hz monitors, or if you want to plug in those 4K monitors, you can get all the way up to 144Hz 4K refresh rate if you're running 2 or 3 monitors. Just like that. Or for one cable, come on man. But if you only end up using one 4K monitor, that number sits at 580Hz. Now once again, all these numbers sound incredible about these cables, and I also understand cables are not the most entertaining thing to talk about, but these things are often looked over when it comes to troubleshooting some of these issues in your PC. I would always suggest start from the cheapest and then go to the most expensive part of the problem, because more often than not, there's always a cheap fix to a seemingly expensive issue. And if it is expensive, then sorry. Now, it is very rare that a company sends me something to review and I don't have anything bad to say about it or any sort of downsides, but I generally don't have any downsides about this particular product. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, these are just cables, so there's not really much to go over other than the specs. But the specs themselves are so good, especially in my use case scenario, that it just makes sense for me to recommend this thing with a very open and a very clear mind, letting you guys know that if you've got any of these problems that I just mentioned in this video and you've scratched your heads way too many times, stress testing your GPU in a different test bench, testing out different RAM, maybe a different monitor, maybe just try a different cable in case you haven't, which I'm pretty sure you should have by now. But if it's not a better cable or a VESA certified cable, it probably isn't the cable for you. So the lesson is clear. With cables, you get what you certify and not what you claim. Make sure no matter what cable you get, look for a VESA or a USB IF certification or a badge somewhere in the listing, because that is your key to knowing what bullshit is and what non-bullshit is. Now, if you've ever weirdly fixed something in your PC using something as cheap as a cable, do let me know, because I want to know what else out there is going overlooked when it comes to troubleshooting your PC issues. Hey, I mean, never know, maybe the next video could be over thumbtacks over fixing your PC. Well, I can't wait to hear about these things, and I shall be catching you guys later.